The 1920s were a time of culinary innovation, introducing unforgettable party favorites like finger sandwiches and chicken a la king. As we look back, what made these dishes so special that we now abandon them? Join us as we explore 15 memorable party food favorites from the Roaring Twenties. Finger sandwiches, also known as tea sandwiches, were a popular party food during the 1920s. These small, delicate sandwiches were ideal for social events, especially afternoon tea parties. Made with soft white bread, the crusts were cut off for a tidy look. The bread was usually buttered or spread with cream cheese and filled with various ingredients like cucumber, smoked salmon, egg salad, or ham. Their charm came from their simplicity and flexibility, as they were easy to handle, allowing guests to mingle and eat without utensils. The light and fresh fillings contrasted nicely with the soft bread, creating a refreshing treat. Cucumber sandwiches were particularly liked for their crisp and cool taste, perfect for warm days. They were also cut into decorative shapes, adding elegance to any gathering. Finger sandwiches brought elegance to any gathering, but what unique dish combined flavors and fizz to delight the taste buds? Before we explore it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Ginger ale salad was a popular and bubbly dish that became famous in the 1920s. This salad mixed the fizz of ginger ale with sweet fruits and firm gelatin. To prepare it, unflavored gelatin was dissolved in boiling fruit juice and combined with sugar, salt, lemon juice, and ginger ale. The mixture was cooled until it started to set, then fruits like grapes, oranges, grapefruit, and pineapple, along with crystallized ginger, were added. People loved this salad for its refreshing and fizzy texture, which was something new at the time. The ginger ale gave it a sparkling quality, while the sweet and tart fruits combined with the ginger created a unique flavor. It was usually served in fancy molds, making it a lovely addition to any party table. Ginger ale salad was a delightful treat, but what creamy dessert captured hearts next? Let's explore the world of icebox cake. Icebox cake was a popular dessert in the 1920s, known for its simplicity and delicate taste. This no-bake treat was made by layering thin chocolate wafers with whipped cream and refrigerating it overnight. As the wafers soaked up the cream's moisture, they became soft and cake-like. The cake originated in the early 20th century, when refrigeration became common in homes. It took inspiration from European desserts such as charlotte and trifle, but was adapted for American kitchens using readily available ingredients. The ease of using pre-made cookies and whipped cream made it a favorite among homemakers looking for simple yet impressive desserts. People loved its creamy flavor and the contrast between the soft layers and light cream, often garnished with chocolate shavings or fresh berries for added elegance. Icebox cake delighted many with its creamy layers, but what about another popular treat that also captured the spirit of the 1920s? Let's explore deviled crabs. Deviled crabs were a popular party food in the 1920s, especially in coastal areas. This dish included blue crab meat mixed with a spicy seasoning sauce made from tomatoes, onions, peppers, and other ingredients known locally as shallow. The seasoned crab meat was rolled in breadcrumbs, usually made from stale Cuban bread, and shaped into small, oval croquettes before being deep fried until they turned golden brown. The name deviled comes from the spicy kick of the shallow sauce, giving the dish its unique flavor. People love deviled crabs for their crispy outside and flavorful, moist inside, making them a satisfying handheld snack for social gatherings and parties. Deviled crabs were a hit at 1920s parties, but what delightful small bites followed them on the table? Let's explore canapes. Canapes were popular at parties during the 1920s, known for their elegance and variety. These small appetizers usually had a base made of bread, toast, or crackers, topped with tasty ingredients like cheese, meats, or spreads. The name canapé comes from the French word for sofa because the toppings sit on the base like people on a couch. Creating canapés was an art, with the base cut into decorative shapes and sometimes toasted or fried for extra crunch. Common toppings included smoked salmon, pâté, caviar, and different cheeses, garnished with herbs or vegetables for added color and flavor. Their small size allowed guests to enjoy a mix of flavors while socializing easily. Caneps dazzled party guests with their elegance. But what refreshing dish took center stage at gatherings next? Let's explore Waldorf Salad. Waldorf Salad is a classic dish that originated at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City in 1896. Initially, it had only 3 ingredients: apples, celery, and mayonnaise. As time went on, walnuts were added, which improved its texture and taste. Making Waldorf salad is easy. Simply chop fresh apples and celery into bite-sized pieces and mix them with crunchy walnuts. The dressing combines mayonnaise and lemon juice, creating a creamy and tangy flavor that complements the crisp ingredients. Some modern recipes add grapes or dried fruits for extra sweetness. Waldorf salad became popular for its refreshing and light taste, with the mix of sweet apples, crunchy celery, and rich mayonnaise offering a delightful balance. Waldorf salad's delightful balance of flavors makes us curious about another classic dessert. What makes pineapple upside-down cake so special? Let's explore. Pineapple upside-down cake was a popular dessert known for its interesting look and delicious taste. The cake starts with pineapple rings and maraschino cherries placed at the bottom of a cake pan, covered with a buttery brown sugar syrup. A simple yellow cake batter is then poured over the fruit. After baking, the cake is flipped upside down, showing off the beautiful caramelized pineapple topping. Its popularity grew due to a recipe contest by the Hawaiian Pineapple Company, which got thousands of entries for this dessert. The availability of canned pineapple also made it easier to make, and the cake's moist texture and bright colors made it a favorite at parties and gatherings. Pineapple upside-down cake has delighted many, but what delicious appetizer could possibly complement this sweet treat? Let's explore stuffed mushrooms. Stuffed mushrooms were a popular appetizer at parties, known for their delicious flavor and fancy look. The dish used mushroom caps to hold a tasty filling. To prepare them, the stems are taken out and chopped up finely, then mixed with ingredients like breadcrumbs, garlic, herbs, cheese, and sometimes sausage or bacon. This filling is then packed into the mushroom caps, which are baked until they are golden and soft. The charm of stuffed mushrooms comes from their rich taste and the pleasing contrast between the juicy mushroom and the crunchy, flavorful filling. They were loved because the filling could be changed to match different tastes and occasions, making them a versatile choice for gatherings. Stuffed mushrooms offer a delightful blend of flavors. But what other appetizers can impress guests just as much? Let's explore deviled eggs. Deviled eggs became a favorite appetizer at parties, recognized for their creamy and tangy filling, along with a fancy presentation. The preparation begins by hard-boiling eggs, cutting them in half and taking out the yolks. These yolks are mashed and mixed with ingredients such as mayonnaise, mustard, vinegar, and spices like paprika or cayenne pepper. The mixture is then spooned back into the egg whites, creating a tasty and attractive snack. The word deviled indicates that spicy seasonings are added, giving the eggs a bit of a kick. People enjoyed their rich texture, contrasting the smooth filling with the firm egg whites, often garnished with salt and pepper, or a slice of olive for added color and flavor. Deviled eggs delight with their creamy filling and presentation. But what luxurious treat awaits next? Let's explore Oyster Rockefeller. Oyster Rockefeller is a fancy dish created in 1889 at Antoine's Restaurant in New Orleans by Jules Alcantara. The dish is named after John D. Rockefeller, who was the richest man at the time, and it's famous for its rich, delicious taste. It consists of oysters served on the half shell and topped with a green sauce made from butter, parsley, and other herbs. The sauce is then baked or broiled. The original recipe is a secret, but it is believed to include a mix of green vegetables like parsley, celery, and scallions. The thick and buttery sauce pairs well with the salty oysters, and breadcrumbs add a nice touch, while lemon wedges enhance the flavor. Oyster Rockefeller, a luxurious dish, tantalizes the taste buds. What sweet delight could possibly follow such an indulgence? Let's explore Divinity. Divinity is a classic Southern candy that became popular in the early 1900s. This sweet treat is made from simple ingredients like sugar, corn syrup, egg whites, and vanilla extract. The process starts with cooking sugar and corn syrup to a specific temperature, then slowly pouring this hot mixture into whipped egg whites while continuing to beat it until it thickens. After that, vanilla and sometimes nuts or dried fruit are folded in before dropping spoonfuls onto wax paper to set. People loved Divinity for its light, airy texture and melt-in-your-mouth sweetness. It was a favorite for holidays and special occasions, shared at parties and family gatherings. The name likely comes from its heavenly taste enjoyed by many. Divinity's heavenly sweetness makes every occasion special. But how did party hosts keep their guests excited? Let's explore relish trays next. Relish trays were a popular feature at parties in the 1920s, presenting a colorful mix of pickled and fresh vegetables on a platter. These trays usually included items like celery sticks, carrot sticks, radishes, olives, and pickles. They served as a light and refreshing appetizer for guests to enjoy before the main meal. Creating a relish tray was easy, but required some creativity. Hosts arranged the vegetables and pickles attractively, sometimes using separate dishes to keep different flavors apart. They also included dips like cream cheese or sour cream for added taste. People loved relish trays for their crisp, tangy flavors and variety, making them an excellent way to highlight seasonal produce and homemade pickles. Relish trays offered a refreshing mix of flavors. But what makes stuffed celery such a beloved party favorite? Let's explore. Stuffed celery was a popular appetizer at parties and gatherings. This simple yet tasty dish consisted of filling crisp celery stalks with a savory mixture, usually made from cream cheese, mayonnaise, and various seasonings. Some recipes added chopped olives, nuts, or herbs for extra flavor and texture. To make stuffed celery, start by washing and cutting the celery into manageable pieces. Prepare the filling by mixing cream cheese with mayonnaise until smooth. Then add seasonings like salt, pepper, and sometimes ranch dressing mix. The mixture is then spooned or piped into the celery sticks, creating a delightful contrast between the crunchy vegetable and the creamy filling that everyone enjoys. Stuffed celery brings a burst of flavor to any gathering. But what other delicious party food was a hit in the 1920s? Let's explore Italian meatballs next. Italian meatballs, called polpette, were a favorite party food during the 1920s. These meatballs were made from a mix of ground beef, pork, or veal, combined with breadcrumbs, soaked in milk, eggs, garlic, and Italian herbs like parsley and oregano. The mixture was shaped into small balls and fried until golden brown, then simmered in a rich tomato sauce. The popularity came from their versatility and delicious flavor. They could be served as appetizers, main dishes, or in sandwiches. The combination of tender meats and savory sauce created a comforting dish that was ideal for gatherings. The taste was a delightful mix of juicy meat, aromatic herbs, and the tangy sweetness of tomatoes. Italian meatballs were a party favorite. But what dish took center stage at gatherings during the 1920s? Let's explore chicken a la king. Chicken a la king was a fancy dish that appeared on many party tables during the 1920s. This creamy and tasty meal included tender pieces of chicken, mushrooms, and bell peppers, all coated in a rich sauce made from butter, flour, chicken broth, and cream. A splash of sherry or white wine was sometimes added to boost its flavor. The dish was usually served on toast points, rice, or puff pastry, making it both elegant and versatile. Its exact origins are debated, but many believe it was created in the late 19th century, likely by a chef at the Brighton Beach Hotel in New York. Chicken a la king was cherished for its comforting taste and easy preparation for large gatherings. The 1920s brought a wealth of unforgettable party foods that have faded from our tables over the years. Which of these nostalgic dishes do you wish would make a comeback? If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, please like, share, and subscribe for more delicious content.